impaled on the holy spear, fandangled by Excalibur, the heavenly pillar finds its way into the sacred temple. Hello, and welcome to Hearts and Stitches. This is a Yandere dating sim in which after a horrible day you win a competition, which gives you a life-size android companion named Ted. He's sweet and definitely the perfect companion. But the more time you spend with him, it seems like your robot might not be who he says he is. Let's get started. I'm excited for this. Are you over 18? Yes, I am. Please write your name. Yinny. Please choose your preferred pronouns. She, her. This game is not safe for work content. Would you like to activate it? Yes. Please choose your preferred... Oh, that's a really nice touch. Are you submissive or dominant? I think this is between me and the fictional man that I'm with. Understood. Enjoy your stay here. When was the last time we ever felt any normalcy? Humanity has been stuck in the same place. The streets are mostly empty. Nature is already taking over the city. Slowly, but animals and plants, everything seems to be going normal for them, but we're stuck. Ooh, I'm excited to see more of the world building. It's off to a very strong start so far. Humans are stuck in place, in the same place we call our home. Not too long ago, a disease spread around the world. A disease called the sleeping fever. The sickness started affecting mostly children, and people thought it was just a common fever. After all, the symptoms were identical, until the sick barely moved. They all got into a sleeping-like state. It was only a matter of time until the parents, the teachers, and everyone started to get sick. And when someone can't even get up to feed, clean, or do anything by themselves, it's only a matter of time until that person dies. That's interesting. I have to say, I love dystopian settings. Slowly, almost everyone started to lose their loved ones. To protect all of us who remained alive, the government's called for a quarantine. We have it all under control. Things will return back to normal in a month. That's what most of them said. But it quickly escalated. Probably because, well, they didn't act quickly enough and social media made it seem like it was nothing out of the ordinary. Ah yes, we love when social media spreads misinformation. And the government wasn't truly honest about how bad the sickness was at first. All of this over a simple fever. That's just an excuse. The government is wanting to distract us. That's what over half of the population were saying of the situation. The other percentage actually tried to keep themselves safe or simply tried to reason with the others, but humans are really stubborn with their beliefs most of the time. It's been like that since the start of times. And in the blink of an eye, the pandemic was here. I can't say this didn't affect me either. My life feels like it's on a loop. The only thing changing being the day on my calendar. 3 months ago, I moved out of my parents' house to be with my friend, Robin, before the whole pandemic started. However, I still feel clueless about this new step in my life. When chaos unleashed, it felt like torture not being able to know my parents were fine or even help them. The excitement I once felt turned into anxiety. However, Robin was there for me all the time, which made it all better. Robin always had a big smile, trying to share it with me whenever I felt bad. Why is it past tense? Thankfully, my parents and I haven't lost contact. They sometimes send me money despite the fact that I have a job now, just like Robin does. I now work for a video editing company, but I don't think I started my job there in the best way. In the first reunion, everyone was quiet and distant, but why blame them? The world is more of a mess than it usually is. And I did miss the last reunion with my coworkers, but it wasn't because I simply didn't want to work. That day when Robin was out doing the groceries, I got a call from the hospital. When he was on his way back, someone tried to rob him, and while trying to fend for himself, he was shot. Unfortunately, the pandemic didn't stop criminals despite the dangers of the new sickness. After that call, I didn't even think. I just grabbed the essentials. My phone, some money, identification, and face mask. I ran to see Robin at the hospital as fast as I could. When I arrived at the hospital, I ran to hug him while being careful not to hurt him, of course. He hugged me as well, happy to see me too. You didn't have to come here, I'm fine. The gunshot alerted someone, they called the ambulance. Sorry about the groceries though. Groceries? My ass, he got shot. I wasn't able to take them. I instantly told him it didn't matter. What matters is that he was fine. He was only shot in his arm, which wasn't fatal. He simply laughed at my reaction, acting like he was just hit with a marshmallow and not a bullet. This man! Come on, I just wanted to make you laugh. I stayed the rest of the night with Robin, until my mum was able to take my place and I could go back. Of course I didn't leave my team without any knowledge of why I missed it. I did notify something urgent happened and couldn't be there. I just hope they didn't think it was an excuse. The doctor said he'd be out in some days, since they still need as much space as they can in the hospital for those who suffer from the sleeping fever. It's been a week since that happened. I haven't gone to another place again. Robin insisted on me not visiting him, so I could focus on my job and not risk getting myself sick. The backgrounds are so cute. Actually, I really like this dev's art style. They did another game called Predator Syndrome that I've been meaning to play, and it honestly looks really good. I've been wanting to check out this dev's game for quite some time. However, today I still did my best to look professional. Today I have another reunion with my coworkers, and this time I won't miss it. Unless something else happens, but I hope that won't happen. Something is gonna happen. Even if I'm still worried about Robin. I just don't want to bring him any trouble. Maybe I'm just overthinking things. Which is why I've been doing my best in my new job. That way he won't worry about me. I haven't been able to really make friends with them, but I think we're all at least okay with each other. We just don't click. But that's fine. I mean, having a normal relationship with your coworkers should be fine, right? I don't want to be involved in any drama or get on anyone's bad side. I turn around and look at my room. Ooh, point and click. It's a door that leads to the living room. I have a reunion soon, I should stay here. I think I look good, professional and ready for action. I say that, but I can't help but feel nervous. Maybe that's why I couldn't stop arranging outfits for today last night. I had to see which ones would look best, even if I'm not going to be there physically. Robin gifted me this aquarium for my birthday some months ago. It's nice seeing my little fishes swim around, but I wish me and Robin would have known how expensive taking care of these little ones can get. Just a calendar. Shows the day and weather for the next few days. I can also add reminders there. It looks so depressing outside. Even if people were outside, it's still very sad looking. It's my computer. It's not the most recent version, but it still works. 5 minutes until the reunion. I was tasked with editing an ad, and they gave me the recordings for me to edit. Since I missed the last reunion, I offered to do all the editing. They agreed and sent all their recordings along with the script. They were an absolute mess though. A lot of the recordings didn't even follow the script they gave me, and I barely had any notes or instructions despite me asking for them. Ew, bad work environment. But I managed to do a first draft. I sent it days before the reunion. We still have time so I can change anything that isn't fine. Hopefully. I hope. I know I should trust my coworkers, however, when I sent it no one said anything. Told me that they'd explain their ideas at the next reunion, but nothing else. I stretch and head to the computer. This sounds like a terrible team to work with. I still feel nervous. Maybe I can browse the internet for a short while to distract myself. Nothing exactly out of the ordinary. Just people trying to cope and have fun. And memes. These things have been there for like 100 years, it's impressive. But I can also understand it, we just want to laugh sometimes. A message from my coworker, Amy. She's the only one I've sort of talked to. I wouldn't say we're really close, but when I first got the job, she was the one who reached out and offered a friendly hand. I wonder what she wants to say to me. I click on the notification opening the chat. Hey, I just want to say you should be careful. The others want to fire you. What did I do? Sorry for missing one meeting for an emergency. My god, I am going to kick all your butts. What? My hands tremble slightly as I type an answer. But why? They're saying you're not doing anything and aren't part of the group. I can feel my body tensing up. Excuse me? I've been working. How can they say that? Maybe this is just a huge misunderstanding. I take a deep breath and try to calm down, feeling the anxiety as I wait for her answer. They're saying your work is bad and that they'll do it themselves. They sabotaged me. They didn't even give me instructions or a storyboard. I quickly write back. What? But I thought they were going to explain it to me. I wouldn't be angry if they said that. But can't they at least tell me what I did wrong? They didn't even send me anything. I quickly checked my emails and texts. Nothing from them. Why would they say that I didn't work? I know. This surprises me too. But I don't get it. I've done what I've been asked to do and now they want to fire me. Just like that. A coworker shouldn't even be able to fire me just because I'm not their friend. They're not my boss. Unless, I remember that one specific coworker called Jennifer was very close to our boss. Yeah, it gets creepier once I realize my boss is a very old man and she's barely in her 20s. Ew! I don't want to point fingers. I don't really know him or her that well, but if I have a threat coming from a coworker, they must be close to the one in charge if they're being serious. My attention was brought back once I heard another notification sound. Amy sent another message. Just be careful. I don't even know what I did wrong. And now I have a reunion with these people. Oh, come on. You can do this. I can do this. I take a deep breath as I click on the join reunion button. There was only me, Amy, Jennifer, a couple of coworkers, and our boss. I really can't help but feel cornered after what I heard. I went to look at Amy's first message again. She said, the others. So it's more than one. I waited for any sound, even the words "you're fired" from my boss. Anything. However, no one said anything related to that. The reunion just continued like nothing. But if I don't say anything now, then things might get out of control. Excuse me. Oh, it's you. What's your name again? What? Her voice sounded as if my presence was just threatening her. I'm Yandere. What is it? Well, I was told you weren't going to use my work, right? No, someone told you first, right? I mean, what do you mean someone told you first? You should have been communicating with me and given me clear instructions. You are a bad company. I am leaving you a bad review on Glassdoor. I'm leaving you 1 star. I froze for a moment. Was I not supposed to say that? But if I didn't bring it up, then would they just continue on like it's nothing? It's just like, it doesn't work. So we're not going to use it. Would you like to tell me as to why it doesn't work? Hey, I have been in manager positions. I run a game studio. Like, I know what constitutes good communication, and this is horrible. We thought it was easier to not tell you anything and do it ourselves. This is why you have employees that don't upskill and learn for themselves because you do this. You should really pull your head out of your ass. Wow, A+ for teamwork and communication. Come on, focus. I can't get angry yet, but her tone of voice and behavior is so irritating. It's almost as if she wants me to feel bad just for asking questions. But I thought you were okay with me working on the editing. I even said you could all explain things to me if something wasn't working. Oh, but I did explain it to you, right, boss? Explain what? All she said was that she would explain it to me today. Yes, that's what I was told. He's gonna believe her just like that. Listen here, you Wow! I need water to calm down. Without even trying to see my point of view. Oh my god, I already said that I explained it to you. Well, you didn't! Besides, you go record some interviews outside. What? Have you all forgotten there's a pandemic outside? No one's out. When they recorded, they weren't even outside, they were just in their house. And now I'm the one who has to risk my health. They just want to push the work they don't want onto me. Oh my god, and she muttered in an annoying tone of voice, but no one else said anything. To be honest, you don't even talk that much, okay? You don't even talk to me. Wait, why does it matter whether I talk or not when I just show up and get my work done? What do you mean? I said I would do the editing. Well, yeah, but you're not communicating. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm so mad. What? We just thought that would be easier to not explain it to you and do it ourselves since you missed our last reunion. Because my friend got shot? But it wasn't in bad faith. I could feel my body feeling more tense now. What do they mean they didn't do it in bad faith? It's like, we just don't feel like you communicate. Oh, we just thought we'd do it better than ourselves. Do you guys hear yourselves? What is that bullshit? Do they think I'll believe that? Quit. Quit right now. I'm not in bad faith. Yet they're telling me they want me out of my job and refuse to not explain anything to me when I did what I was supposed to do. I already said that I couldn't go because I had to look after my roommate at the hospital. Were they expecting me to not go and leave him behind? Silence. Honestly, I can't see why you're complaining. We're doing our job. Yeah, so am I. Of course I'm not happy. You want to kick me out because I don't work when I did. Oh, who told them that? There was another small silence. No one said anything, not even Amy. I felt a little bad. After all, she only tried to warn me. Yet now it feels like if something happens, it'll be my fault. I felt a little bad. After all, she only tried to warn me. Yet now if it feels like something happens to her, it'll be my fault. But even if everyone else is quiet, I can't make myself say something. I feel cornered and... Well then. I tense up as I finally hear my boss's voice. He seemed calm in the first reunion I had with him. He seemed like a relaxed person even if he sometimes acts, showing that he has an ego. But maybe he'll be able to fix this. He's the one in charge and... If you're not going to cooperate, you might as well go. What? I can feel a sudden and heavy feeling in my stomach. My throat tightens, making it almost impossible for me to speak up. Thank God, about time. I hope you get the sleeping sickness. About time. Wait, was this planned or something? What does she mean about time? We need someone who can work in a team, and if you can't do that, then I don't think you have a place here. I hope you get the sleeping sickness. Wow, I hate this team so much. Wait, this is going too fast. I can't. I'll give you the details after the reunion. Please leave the reunion. But please leave. All I could do was click the exit button. So that's it. I felt a sinking feeling surrounding my body. That's it. Just like that, I lost my job. This is a joke, right? It sounds so ridiculous, but it happened. It happened. I had no idea how much time I spent sitting on that chair. I didn't even touch my computer, not when I got an email from my ex-boss. Maybe I knew I wasn't in the best state of mind to open it. I would reply to that email with so much vitriol. What do I do now? How do I say that I lost my job to my parents? How do I tell that to Robin? I don't want him to think he'll have to get a second job because of me. I need to find a new one. But with the pandemic, that'll be easier said than done. Time passed and the skies darkened. How long did I stay here doing nothing? It doesn't matter now. I slowly get up and turn off the computer. I don't know what else to do. I turn off the lights and lay down on the bed. But I don't feel sleepy. Probably because my stomach feels so empty. After the news, I didn't eat anything. But I don't feel like getting up and eating. I lost my job. Maybe I don't have that privilege. No, not true. You should look after yourself. It wasn't even your fault. I lost my job just like that. That's pathetic, right? Nope. You were bullied out of the workplace. Even if I get another one, what if I can't do it? What if the same thing happens? What if I never get a job again? What if... I can only think of the what ifs. I don't know if I can do it. I feel useless. Incompetent. Why am I even here if I can't keep a single job? I know I'm being too rough on myself. Another notification, but this one's from my phone. I took it. Even if the sunlight made my eyes shut for a second. I slowly opened them again, reading the notification. Missed calls. Robin. I quickly sat down on the bed. What happened? I felt some tears about to fall. If something happened to him, I don't think I'd be able to handle it. I opened the messages. Hey, just wanted to know if everything was alright. You said you had a reunion today and I wanted to check in. You can do it. You've always been strong. Stronger than you think. He's so sweet. He's fine. He really is fine. My body started to relax a little, feeling the relief. But that came with tears too. Tears that fell on the phone screen. What should I answer? Say you're fine. Tell the truth. I took a deep breath as I started to write down what just happened. At first I had no idea of how to even start. It took a lot of rereading my text and rewriting some parts. I took probably around 15 minutes before finally sending in the text. It was hard, but I can't hide this from him. I put the phone aside, feeling my heart and body heavy. I should probably try and sleep. I can't sleep. It's not like I'm not tired. I just can't. Ugh. I bring my hands to my forehead. Screw it. I give up. I sigh as I take my phone once again. Maybe scrolling on the net will give me a distraction. Sure, it won't fix anything, but I don't care. I just want to turn off my mind until my body falls asleep on its own. Hours pass, even if they felt like minutes. Nothing exactly out of the ordinary happened. Sure, controversies, memes, and things that's normal to see. I try to avoid stressful news, but it's the internet. I can't exactly avoid them completely. At least I can see videos and doom scroll. Whenever ads aren't there to interrupt me every 5 seconds. It's so annoying. Another one. Oh well. Have you ever felt alone in these trying times? Well, of course you have. Things are like super depressing. People are like dying and stuff. Very callous advertising. And that is why I've come with excellent news. I bet all of you know Hearts and Stitches, right? This awesome company that makes super neat toys. My little lovelies, look what they did. A new emotional support robot. Have no friends to hang out with because they're either lame or dying. Have no fear, this cute little robot will be there. Can I make one that looks like Blade? They sent me this polar bear theme one. So cute, don't you think? Oh, by the way, if you're like gonna buy one, use my code to get a discount. Love you, little lovelies. Ew. Miru. A popular influencer and self-proclaimed future idol. I don't really follow her since something doesn't sit right with me. Plus, I'm sure she's been in quite a few controversies. But that's not new. I think every idol's been in one by now. Yet, I don't think she tries to avoid them. It's just a feeling though. But that's new. Is that some kind of robot? Or just a human-sized plushie? It seems similar to a robot due to how they talk about it. The concept is so odd. I went to the official site of Hearts and Stitches and indeed, they were advertising this new product. It feels so weird. And weirder how a lot of people don't feel weirded out at all. All the comments are really supportive. The influencers making videos with their new support robots. Not even hate comments, which makes it even weirder. The robots look so alive, yet so customizable too. Looking at the reviews of the company, it seems like there's good reviews everywhere. I wonder if their employees feel comfortable there. I shouldn't think more about what happened. I can't do anything about it. I continue scrolling. There's a lot of pre-orders, but they're also giving a giveaway. Enter the giveaway. Why not? I have nothing else to do and nothing to lose if I simply enter. That robot is supposed to give comfort, right? Comfort sounds nice. Maybe Robin would like it as well. I can feel my eyes growing tired now. Maybe this time my body will let me sleep. I put my phone away and get under the sheets. What the? My phone's going crazy with notifications. I slowly get up and stretch my body. I take my phone out and get blinded by the light from the screen. Let me guess, I won. I quickly close my eyes before opening them again. 3 a.m. What on earth could happen at 3 a.m? I have multiple notifications that something was delivered to my door. Wait, I also have a new email. From Hearts and Stitches. I won the giveaway. I won! I used the light from my phone to illuminate my room before I found the light switch. I won! Seriously. I can't believe it. In any case, the email says the product will be here shortly. I wasn't even expecting the giveaway to finish so soon though. I wonder if... I head to the door and look through the doorbell camera. And there's no one around. I slowly and cautiously open the door, but there's something in the way. I push the door with a little more strength. It took a couple of minutes, but eventually I was able to open it. It's so cold out here. And it's raining too, the box is completely soaked. I look around and no one's there. There's only a really big gift box. So that's what was in front of the door. There's a small ticket that says, "With love, Hearts and Stitches." So I really did win. I still can't believe it. And I still can't believe that they would send it here at 3 a.m. I feel bad for the one who had to go all the way here in the middle of the night. Well, I guess I should bring the box inside. Finally! I close the door, stopping the cold from getting in. I look back at the gift box and start having doubts. If I think about this is actually a little suspicious. Should I even open the box? I look at the email. Did the company really send it to me? What if it's a scam? I walk back and forth thinking about this. And then sigh and look at the box. I know what to do. Open it. I won't lose anything by opening it and seeing what's inside, right? I did get an email from the company, but it makes me nervous. I slowly open the box, taking off the top. Inside, there was a person. Hi! Oh, you're so cute! A man was hugging his knees while looking up at me. Who are you? Who are you?
I'm sorry for scaring you.
I would have arrived in a sleep mode, but the box was shaking a lot. I guess the movement caused me to activate. The man looked at me. He definitely noticed how confused I was. And in turn, he also got confused. For being a robot, he certainly didn't act like how I expected it. But to be fair, the ones in videos also looked really realistic.
Oh, maybe you didn't see the email. No wonder you look confused.
Oh, he's so cute. He slowly got up, and I was finally able to see him better.
It's nice to meet you. My name is Ted. I was sent here to cheer you up, give you some company and comfort.
What kind of comfort?
I look forward to spending time with you.
Me too, you're adorable. Your name is Ted. Yes, I hope you like it. Ted. Yeah? You're not joking, right?
No, of course not. I'd never do that.
Unless you're not. You are Yinny. You won the Hearts and Stitches giveaway, right? Or was it the wrong address? Yeah, that's me. Thank God, I thought maybe I was sent to the wrong address. The man pointed at the ticket on the box. I took it in my hands and read it. It all looks legit. I look inside the box, I was able to see an instruction manual. Check your email. I looked at my phone again, reading the email with more detail. It all checks out. I look at the company's address and it seems like they're quite close from here. No one explained why he arrived so fast. Check the instructions. I glanced at the manual that was in the box. He noticed and handed me the manual. It's just instructions on what to do if the robot arrives damaged or becomes damaged or has any malfunctions, the phone number and also how to activate him. There's also a product identification code and instructions on how to activate it. But it seems he's already activated himself. Lately, many packages from our company have been damaged while they're in transit. Maybe the movement activated me. Maybe. Look at him. I look at him. The poor man was wet and his clothes were scratched. Despite that, he isn't shivering from the cold. Even if he is a robot, I can't help but feel a little bad. Seems like everything is in its place. I look at him again. Aren't you cold? Not at all. I can't feel cold or heat. But you're soaked. It's no problem at all. He took a step closer. My skin is made from a very durable material to protect my circuits, but it's also very realistic. If you want, you can pinch me and see it firsthand. He offered me his hand, but I take a step back. He noticed and didn't press any further. Anyways, water shouldn't be an issue. In fact, if I ever get dirty, I can take care of it on my own. He said, but the more I looked at him and his clothes, he was very dirty. I see. But don't you want to maybe clean up? He looked down and noticed how dirty he was. Oh, you're right. Could I use your bathroom? Show him the way. Help him. I'll help him. He jumped a little at my suggestion.
You don't have to. I can do it myself.
But I can't help but worry.
Well, if you really want to, I'd be happy if you came with me.
I never thought a robot could feel embarrassed or even blush. Wow, we are passing the Turing test immediately in the first 5 minutes. Must be a very complex AI. I went to fill the bathtub with water. Take off my clothes now. He muttered. Look away. Even if I was looking, Ted didn't stop. He was pale, thin, and had multiple markings. It seemed he noticed me looking at them and answered. All robots have them, he said as he got in the tub and hugged his knees. I can wash my body myself, but you can wash my hair if you want. He suggested, and by the look of his body language, I really should only clean his hair. I nod as I slowly put some water in his hair. Even wet, his brown curls barely changed. He shyly took the soap, however, and it slipped off his hands. When he tried to catch it, the soap bar kept on slipping, like he was playing hot potato with the soap. He's very silly. Eventually, it fell outside of the tub. Ted stared at the soap, and his eyes turned to me and he looked away. Hey, it's fine. I smiled as I picked up the soap bar from the floor and handed it to him. He took it before muttering a thank you. After that, it all went smoothly. He quickly started to relax once I started cleaning his hair. I admit he's very adorable. Yinny. Yeah? Could you bring me some clothes? There must be some in the box. I nod and walk out of the bathroom. I went to check and he was right. There were various clothes wrapped in plastic and a name tag. There are multiple clothes here. Which ones do you want? Any is okay. Alright, let's see. I looked at his clothes. Which one should I give him? Pink, default. Aww, I want some other options. I handed him the clothes I chose. It took him a moment to change before getting out of the bathroom. This is my default look. It's comfy and pretty, don't you think? So what do you think? If you want, I could change. Let's try another one. I guess there's only one outfit for now. You look great. Well then, that should be all. I was gonna say something else, but then I felt my stomach growl. It was actually kind of painful. When was the last time I ate? Ted looked at me and tilted his head. Did he hear that? His gaze is intense. Maybe he did. Sorry, I should probably eat something. I don't remember the last time I ate. Why? It's complicated. I'm here to help, you know? I know, I'll tell you later. He noticed my resistance and didn't press further. What do you want to eat? It's late, so I should probably eat something light. I still need to go back to sleep. But if I don't eat now, I won't be able to sleep. I head to the kitchen and open the fridge. There's some yogurt there. This should be enough. I took it and when I was about to close the door, I noticed Ted's expression. He was looking at me. No, wait. He's looking at the yogurt. Offer him some. It must be because it's so late at night. But do you want some? Can robots eat? I have no idea. And for some reason, I can't seem to care right now. Ted looked at me for a moment. He seemed to think about it but then nodded. I smiled and took some of the yogurt with a small plastic spoon and offered him some. He tried it. His expression was the same for a moment. Is it good? Ted nodded and smiled. I looked back at the fridge. I should probably get some groceries soon. There isn't a lot of food right now. My thoughts drift to Robin. Maybe if I went to do the groceries instead, he wouldn't have gotten hurt. Maybe I should have been me. What am I even thinking? This isn't healthy, right? No, it is not. I should get ready to sleep again. I say as I start to walk out of the kitchen into the hall. Wait. Ted's voice caught me off guard, making me stop in my tracks and look at him.
Are you okay? I can sense you're stressed. My whole purpose is to help you.
He smiled gently, almost as if he could break any sudden move. I sighed and looked at Ted, who only tilted his head like a lost puppy. I do need to vent. Suddenly, Ted sat down on the floor in front of the bathroom. Now, he definitely looked like a puppy begging to be adopted.
I won't go anywhere. I'll listen.
I sighed and did the same, sitting on the floor as well. That is true. His purpose is to help. He goes nothing, I guess. I took a deep breath and explained to him about the situation. He never stopped looking at me, but I didn't care. I needed this off my chest. I continued not caring if Ted changed his expressions as I told him what had happened. He then suddenly grabbed my hands. Only then I started to notice tears going down my face, landing onto my hands. At what moment did I start crying?
You must have been so scared. Everyone, those people, they ganged up on you. They cornered you.
In the next couple of chapters, Ted's probably gonna kill them and I'll be like, woohoo! His grip was a little tighter now.
No one will hurt you now. No, never. I'll make sure to keep you happy. That's why I was created.
His sincerity and determination was strong in every word. Hug him. I brought him closer to me and he quickly followed, his thin arms surrounding me. And for a long time I felt safe. Come on, it's late. You should sleep. Humans need sleep too, right? He said, and gently brushed a thumb on my cheek, cleaning my tears. He then gently helped me up and prepared me to go to sleep. He laid me down on my bed before putting the blanket over me. Will you sleep with me? I believe this makes the not safe for work scene happen, so let's do that.
I was thinking of sleeping elsewhere. Do you want me to be here?
I nodded as I gave him space so he could lay next to me. For a moment he looked at the bed, almost like he was figuring out the best way to do so. But finally he did and didn't say anything else. Push your body again. Whoa, Yandere, we just met him. It's been like an hour. But yeah, sure, let's do it. I felt him tense up. No, maybe this isn't... He then grabbed my hand. Whoa, it's fine. As a robot, I'm not good with social cues. But if you need someone to take care of you, I mean, in a more physical way, well, I can do it. Yeah, I bet you can. Wait, does he come with attachments? Can I like swap them out? He said as he caressed the back of my hand with his thumb. But you don't think the company never thought of this possibility. After all, I know how much pleasure can help you relax. Whoa! That's a switch up in personality right there. I can provide that for you.
Will you let me?
Sure, I guess. I mean, that's what we're here for, right?
Please?
I look at him, feeling his bright pink eyes staring back at me. My body feels warm at the thought of just letting loose. Wowee! Ted looks at me, yearning for my answer. I take a deep breath and slowly nod. Gently, I felt him get on top of me and press his lips against mine. Wah! He was so soft. He simply caressed my cheeks as he continued kissing me. So gentle. Like if he could hurt me if I did something wrong. Let's do this one. You seem really into it. I just want to do what you want to do. He replied, even if it was dark, I'm sure he was blushing. I could feel him growing a little more passionate. Holding me closer, his hand on the back of my neck and waist, almost like I could run away at any moment. The kiss became more needy and intense. For some moments, and I thought it would be too much for him. Yandere? He asked, letting out a soft breath while keeping me close. What do you want to do now? Wow, we have options, woohoo! I looked at him, swallowing some of the saliva before speaking. I replied, feeling my face blush. Ted looked at me shocked for a moment, swallowing some saliva as he went, whoa! For a moment, I thought he was not going to do anything, and then he gripped my hips. He didn't move for a moment. I could only feel his breathing and how he started to kiss my... Oh, I see! Wow!
You smell so good.
It's getting really intense, isn't it? He muttered. He looked up at me, an adoring look in his eyes.
And you're so warm, too. And beautiful.
I wish I could stay like this. I felt my heart skip a beat as I saw him continuing. I gently stroked his cheek with my hands as I made him look at me. What's the matter? He asked, concerned, but I tried to reassure him by gently shaking my head. Can I feel more? Anything for you. He continued, his pace growing faster. I let out a small sound as I caressed his head with one of my hands. My reaction seemed to give him more initiative. You're letting me do this? Yeah, evidently. He continued speaking. Wow, this is very graphic. And you feel so good. Use me in any way you want. I am not saying that. Felt the sensation wash over me, my body tensing. He remained there before finally letting go and taking a deep breath.
That was amazing.
Can he actually taste things? This isn't enough. Wow, we'll do this. It wasn't enough. I looked at him, caressing his face. Yandere, what's wrong? You suddenly got quiet. I couldn't help but smile as I hugged and kissed him. I want more. His breath hitched a little at my suggestion, his eyes staring directly at mine.
You want me to... You said it, right?
Wow, this is intense. He stared at me, waiting for my answer. I do. He looked at me for a couple of seconds as he slowly looked down. Ted? Sorry, it's just, you're so pretty. Come on, get on with it, he said as he drew close again and gave me another kiss. He cupped my face with his hands, caressing my cheeks, like my face cheeks or my butt cheeks, before going down. He didn't dare to move, and only looked into my eyes, waiting for permission. I smiled and nodded. Almost instantly, he moved.
You're so...
Whoa, dude! I didn't expect a robot to be so down and dirty on the first time. I had a feeling he just wanted to check that I wasn't uncomfortable. I think that should be enough for me to be ready. Of course, if you say so. He smiled, though he definitely looks nervous. You tell me if I hurt you, right? Of course. I tried to comfort him as I caressed his face. Then here goes nothing, he said, as I felt him push closer. My dude! Oh wow, he absolutely looks like a perv. It made a sound like it was too much for him, but he didn't stop. I also couldn't help but let out a sound. Despite how thin he is, he definitely isn't small down there. Wow, did you guys hear that? He's, apparently he's very big. But even then, he was slow and careful, like he was holding back, at least at the start. Oh wow, he's just absolutely going for it, huh? I'm just being absolutely fandangled right now. Impaled on the holy spear, fandangled by Excalibur, the heavenly pillar finds its way into the sacred temple. Huh. I couldn't help but to hold on to him. He was so passionate and loving. And that's all I was asking for now after the horrible day I just went through. I cupped his face with my hands as I brought him into a kiss that he instantly reciprocated. But then he suddenly stopped. Wait, let me just... He moved a little, looking for a new angle. And once he found it, he moved close again. Ted laughed a little at my reaction.
You're so cute, so lovely, so perfect!
That came out of nowhere. I didn't expect him to be so into it, he said as he started moving more. And I feel him lose himself. And I wasn't any different. He was so rough, yet he was so precise, even if he didn't know it. I am not saying that. It was all too much as I crashed over the peak. He had an expression of complete bliss as he crashed over the edge. This is so good. Look at you. Whoa! I finally did it. You finally did what? Wait, hang on a second. Whoa! Something suspicious is going on here, he said as he fell on top of me, hugging my waist. I hope it was good for you too, he said while hiding his face into my shoulder, and I smiled and caressed his hair. It did, thank you. I needed that after today. No need to thank me. I muttered as I felt myself slowly fall asleep with Ted holding me closely. Well, I guess that's the end of day 1. I did check out the other options. Like, what happens if you don't enter the giveaway? You enter it anyway. If you don't open the box, you open it anyway. If you don't look in the shower, it just skips that scene. And then also, if you say goodnight, he just goes and sleeps elsewhere. So, like, it doesn't happen. But no, I found the world building in this really interesting. I am a very, very big fan of lore and world building. So hearing about, like, you know, the so-called sleeping illness and what it's doing to the world and how there's a pandemic going on is actually very, very interesting of a premise, and I hope they explore it more in the future. One thing I'm quite suspicious about Ted is that on the description page for Hearts and Stitches, it actually says that it seems like your own robot isn't exactly who he says he is. And that, coupled with the last line that he said, where I finally did it, it makes me kind of wonder if he actually knows us from somewhere else prior as well. So I'm like, something is up here. This was interesting for sure. I really want to find out more about what happens in the future installments, and I can't wait to see more. And also, the full uncut reaction to the spicy scene will be on my Patreon. But thank you so much for enjoying this adventure with me. And as I always say, until the next fictional man, take care.